a video while I work on this. For the past few days, I have had a question. Is Zoe really needed? That has been one of my questions as I was watching Miraculous Ladybug. So today in this video, I'm going to explain why Zoe just simply doesn't need to be in Miraculous Ladybug, because she's simply just used as a replacement for the Queen Bee Miraculous, and Chloe's just put out there as a person that is just terrible and can't change at all, trying to put out this message that terrible people can't and can never change. Zoe is first introduced in season 4 as a nice person. Just a nice person? I mean, you could at least add like a small difference or something. Like for example, oh hi, my name is Dimitri. I love gaming and I can sometimes act a bit generic. Oh hi, my name is Justin. I love cycling, but I can sometimes act like a bit of a narcissist. But just, hi, my name is Zoe and I'm a nice person. Look, if you like Zoe, I can respect that 100%. As when Marinette and Zoe were getting to know each other, Marinette ends up giving her phone number to Zoe. You've just met this girl, and you've already given a stranger your phone number? Life lesson, do not ever do what Marinette did. Don't ever do this. Zoe goes to see her half-sister Chole. Okay. Chloe says that if she wants to be up to the family standards, she basically has to act like Chloe 2.0. Speaking of 2.0, Megan came out. Crazy. Zoe doesn't like what she's doing by the look of her eyes. She hates it.
Okay.
And then after school, Marinette says this.
I'm sure the real Zoe is the one I met the first time.
How do you know that's the real Zoe? Maybe she might be working for the mafia gang, or maybe she's done something wrong back in NYC. I don't know. Zoe gets upset and then gets akumatized into Zoe Crusher. The costume? Dog water. And then she gets the evil eyes, and then she says thank you to Ladybug. There was a party at Julica's houseboat. Zoe apologizes for what she said and done, and everyone is now her friend. It's just the first episode and she's all... That's crazy. In general, the episode, in my opinion, is just a new character getting whatever she wants in the first episode. Like, doing that type of writing won't make me care about that character at all. Zoe just came out of nowhere and has already gotten the spotlight just for being nice. But this is just the beginning. Let's go to the next episode. In this episode, Marinette is making dresses for a team movie made by a school. Zoe is starring in the movie, but Chloe doesn't approve. So basically, Chloe forces them to change the script so she can be the main character of the movie that they're making. So Chloe is demanding changes over and over and over again, just for character assassination, I guess. So Marinette decides that they're going to finish the movie that they planned on doing. Chloe realizes that they made the movie without her, so she gets akumatized into Queen Banana. Costume? I actually kinda like it, to be honest. And then the most hypocritical thing happened. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you call hypocritical. No, I'm just kidding. She was already a hypocrite from the start. Don't come after me.
But Chloe's going to be furious. She used to be Queen Bee. Chloe will never know it's you. Unlike her, you'll keep your identity a secret.
When I watched Miraculous, I thought Chloe was a terrible and an irredeemable character. But in season 2, she was actually starting to become a great character. But the writers won't stop shoving it up our faces that Chloe is an irredeemable person and she can't change. I loved it when Chloe was Queen Bee. I honestly loved it, seeing her fight against supervillains. I thought that Chloe was going to become a great character. But the writers hate Chloe so much, they threw her back to square one just because Thomas and his writers don't like her. I mean, be for real. So anyways, Zoe becomes the most useless cop-out I have ever seen. And she's already good at her powers. She transforms and she just masters her powers like absolute mercy. Chloe gets the evil eyes and rejects the magical charm. On the way back, Chloe wants to shoot her film but Zoe denies. And then Zoe gives Chloe the magical charm. But think about this, okay? She didn't say that, oh, the magical charm was from Ladybug. She said this.
Sister, remember? We had the same mother. Look, she even gave me this gift.
Wow. Lying to your own sister. You're a great character. And that is the end of the episode. And something I want to point out here is, see how they put Zoe into the light side, and he just threw Chloe into the dark side. Now, what is this trying to imply? This is trying to imply that Chloe is an irredeemable person. She can never change. She's a narcissistic brat. She can never change. She's terrible in the inside and in the outside. You love Chloe? You thought she could change? Well, guess what? Guess what, audience? She can never change. She will never change. She will be bad, and she always will and always remain bad. What? This honestly shows how much they wasted Chloe's potential. It's time to talk about Chloe, because Zoe is just used as a replacement for the Bee Miraculous, which is just super generic. I am super sorry. In every show or movie, there is always a disliked protagonist. Take a look at Derek from Alvin and the Chipmunks. Derek is portrayed as a bully, always teasing, always bullying, etc. And in this one episode, Derek bullied Simon so much that his brothers got fed up, so they decided to confront him with the Chipettes, and then after, he started feeling regret for what he did. Derek apologizes to Simon, and then the episode ends. It's crazy to think, even Derek even had remorse. I mean, just think about this. The time when Derek broke Simon's robot toy, whatever you call it, he even had some remorse. He even felt bad for doing it. Say as for Chloe. The time when she got into an argument with his dad Andre, she even felt remorse for what she did. She even apologized to him, showing that she even cared and she felt sorry for what she did. Now this shows that Chloe had character redemption arc. Back to Derek. And the second thing is, Derek is sometimes not even relevant in the episode sometimes. Sometimes he will have a little scene, or maybe he'll be in the background, but at the end of the day, I kind of enjoy Derek. I kind of want to fight him though. But at the end of the day, Derek is a great and an enjoyable character. But in Miraculous Ladybug and Cat Noir, keep that in mind, the writers just love shoving it up our faces that Chloe is an irredeemable person. She can never change. She's terrible. Dude, I feel like all of us knows this, because you keep telling us this over and over and over again, that at this point, it's just ridiculous now. My throat's getting dry. Now, this is off topic, but Marinette's panic attack or PTSD is just non-understandable. Now, before we get into that, I just need to share this out. In season 4, here, we hear Chloe say this.
Roaches in her locker, yes! How amazing am I?
Now, I want you to put this in your mind that this is season 4. So apparently, when Adrian and Alia weren't around, it already happened to her. So this could mean that Chloe might have brain damage or something? So the whole main reason why Marinette stalks on people is because of her PTSD. Derision is such a filler of an episode. It's just the writers just trying to tell the audience that the reason why Marinette stalks on people is because of her PTSD. That is the worst PTSD imaginable. I mean, take a look at Li Feng's backstory, or PTSD, whatever you guys want to call it. After witnessing his best teammate gets knocked out, they have to rush him into the hospital. And that's when his PTSD or trauma starts kicking in. He remembers his brother's death. He won a tournament and a group of arch nemesis came and ambushed him. He was rushed to the hospital, but unfortunately, he did not make it. And the way it was presented is just spectacular. It made us think that Li Feng's teammate might die. It's honestly smart writing what they did there. See how excellent they presented it. Not too fast, not too rushed. Just simple. But this is just another dumb episode trying to convince us that Chole is a terrible human being, and the reason why Marinette stalks on people is because of her PTSD. Now, this is something I find a bit nonsensical, is that Ladybug choices of her teams of superheroes. For example, Ladybug says this.
You know how dangerous it is to use Chloe? Everybody knows that she was Queen Bee. Everyone, including Hawkmoth. He could use it to trap us. That's why our identities must remain a secret.
Just hear me out here. Now, Ladybug saying that just makes her look like a hypocrite. I mean, Rena Rouge, Carapace, Viperion, Pegasus, especially Ryuko. All of them got unmasked by Hawkmoth by akumatizing Chole. All of them were revealed by Hawkmoth. But you still made them superheroes. Then get Chole back so she can become a great character. Then let Lila be the overall villain of the series. But no. So let me get this straight. You said that Chole can no longer be the holder of the Be Miraculous because Hawkmoth knows. As if for the rest of them. But Ladybug's like,
look, I know Hawkmoth knows some of my teammates, but Chole can't be Queen Bee anymore.
yes, and Hawkmoth knows the rest of your teammates. So get Chole back.
Look, I'm the holder of the miraculous, so you need to respect my choice.
Forcing your audience to completely love a character that has just came out of nowhere and just takes the spotlight of another character will just make me ask this question. Why are you doing this? I understand that Chole is a terrible character, but giving her such a great character redemption arc and then just throw her back to square one because Thomas and his writers don't like her. And then a new character named Zoe comes out of nowhere and replaces the Be Miraculous. The only time she was relevant was in Season 5, Transmission Kwame's Choice, Part 1 and 2. And you want to know how much episodes she was in? Just 2 episodes. Yeah, just 2 episodes. The only thing crazy was just Plague telling Zoe to stand up to Chole. Now, let's move on to Season 6. Because there is something I need to clear off my mind. In an episode, Daddy Cop. My days. Daddy Cop. Sabrina is upset because she can't find any friends because she used to be Chloe's hench girl. Every time when Sabrina says that Zoe is a nice friend, Zoe starts to get upset. This could mean she's done something wrong back in NYC. And then at the end of the episode, this guy, who the hell is Jake, threatens her, saying that she's going to reveal how much of a person she was back in NYC. And honestly, when I saw this scene, I didn't even care. No, I'm just kidding. So that was basically Daddy Cop. And they honestly had to pause on such a big cliffhanger. I mean, what did Zoe even do? In conclusion, Zoe is a wasted character, in my opinion. I mean, I kind of like her a little bit. I kind of like her. I kind of feel like she's an interesting character. But it's just that she only just spawned into this miraculous ladybug just so she can just replace the Be Miraculous, and then she can just consider herself a nice person. But hey, if you love Zoe, I can 100% respect that. But to be honest, what the writers have done with Chloe is honestly just disappointing. I am so sorry. Literally giving a character such a great character redemption, but just tossed out the window. Just makes no logical sense at all. Just because you hate your own pixels on a screen doesn't mean you have to even make it worse. They even want us to hate it as well. I would understand if you would like a thing or hate a thing. But hating that thing so much that then you absolutely start shoving it up our faces that specific object or human being cannot change, that doesn't make me want to care about that character or thing at all. In season 1, Chloe was a terrible human being. In season 2, she was starting to get better. But in season 3, she went back to square one. Absolutely low. Lower than your average phone battery. It's the most annoyingest thing ever. But hey, season 6 is here. Will Chloe be a great character? Will she get redemption? Or will she be relevant? Who knows? But right now, the focus is all on Zoe. Is she going to be relevant? Is she going to have a big role? Is her mysterious secret going to come to light? Well, it's still season 6. Let's see where we're gonna go.